Hello, today is a making my own fragrance. This time I'm not making a cologne, I'm making my attempt at a what does he call it? A perfume. Now, I picked out my flower petals. I'm not sure exactly what kind of flower petals these are, but what I'm going to do, the first step is to get your ingredients. Real simple. I'm doing it without the ethanol, without the alcohol. You can use alcohol, but I'm using without the alcohol today. Really, all you need is your essential oils or your ingredients you're going to use as a fragrance. Cut those up, smash those up, however. Mix it in with the jojoba oil and your ethanol and your glycerin. Missing the glycerin and the other and the alcohol, but I'm going to use jojoba oil in place of it. So it's going to be a simple mix. And the first step I'm going to do, because people always ask me, what do? You get your ingredients, you cut up your ingredients. So I'm going to chop up these. I got flower petals, dandelion. I think this is carnation or pink carnation, and a little bit of four-leaf clover. So what you do is you cut those up to your best of your. This is a DIY project. I'm not trying to make this a business or anything like this. So what you do is you cut them up to what you feel is appropriate amount of mixing. Cutting it up. The next step after that, what you're going to do is put it into your. You're going to mix your flowers or cinnamon, whatever you want to use, into your solution. So next step is you're going to put it in your solution and just let it. The solution, usually for me, I've been using linseed oil. So use a little linseed oil, let it sit in there for about 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, stir it up. Then after that, then you get your coffee filter. But let's get our linseed oil. I misspoke. It's not linseed oil, it's linen water. So this already has ethyl and it has glycerin in it. So what I do is, from this point, I'll get my linen water, not linseed oil, I'm sorry, but it's linen water. Put it in your, there we go. You get probably a little bit more linen water. And then you mix your flower petals. And if you want to have cinnamon, you can put cinnamon. What is this, a bakery? You mix that in there. You stir it in there. So next thing is going to stir this. So this isn't all fancy, so I'm just going to use my camping knife. You're stirring it in there. Okay, so you're stirring. I don't know how much you're going to get through there. Now there's a couple ways to do this, and what I've done is you also get your distilled water, add it to the mix, and then you filter from there. Once that's filtered, what I generally do is what I'll probably do is get some. I did a little bit of a transfer, so I transferred this from this jar to this one. This is my transfer one. So what I'm going to do now is transfer. I've let this sit for a minute. It's not going to be too much liquid in here. You really don't need that much, especially I'm going to transfer it to this little container. You really don't need that much oils. The real way is, just supposed to distill all the flower water, but this is a DIY project, and I could add the ethanol, the ethanol and the alcohol to it now at this place, but I usually haven't been using a lot of alcohol-based fragrances lately. So what I'm going to do is make it without it, and where we have glycerin from the linen water that we had earlier. So now it's just about funneling things. So we're going to funnel and filter. So at this place we're going to get our our scented water. Basically, that's what it is. That's what colognes and perfumes are, scented water. And let's not lie to ourselves. Paid $200 for a perfume thinking something else. Because the body is like 80% water anyway. So we get our scented water. This is fragrance with flowers that I got from my family's garden. And so we got our, and we're basically going to just filter it. Look at that. That's a mixture of the linen water with the, I'm trying to get all this, make sure the solids, see what these solids are? These are solid flower petals. And actually I've added a little bit of apple potpourri to that mix. So I'm gonna let this filter down. Look, we got a little bit of the solid in there. So this is gonna filter down to basically the essence of what we have, the juice. As they say in the fragrance world, the juice is going to filter out with our coffee filter. You know, this is I like this because there's limited ingredients to this. I mean, look at the next steps that we're going to do is basically add jojoba oil to this. I already have glycerin from the linen water. I could add more glycerin when I get some more glycerin. Add a little bit of castor oil, and I may or may not add cedar since this is a perfume for a female, and add a little bit of the castor oil. So probably a couple drops of each. This might actually be 2 bottles because of the way the bottles are small. So anyway, once this filters down, all the solids are filtered out. Basically, you mix this up in the rest of the stuff. Let me see if you guys see it. You mix in the jojoba oil with the castor oil, and a little. I try to use a little bit of this with the black Jamaican castor oil because it has mango, which is a nice scent. Then you basically bottle it up, and you are done. You could add more alcohol, which is basically they call it ethanol. Whatever you do, do not ever use methanol, because methanol is poisonous, is a toxin. I'm trying to stay away from the alcohol just for the fact is a lot of people's skins are sensitive, where they're sensitive to alcohol. It's too on their skin because it dries up quick. It'll dry up your skin faster. So at this point, let this boil down, not boil down, but filter down to as much of the juice as possible. Sometimes things take time. Until next time, you guys have a good one. Thank you. Now, vitamin E isn't necessary to put into your fragrance. This is all filtered out already, so we'll just get a little closer glance. It's not essential. Vitamin E is not essential to put into your fragrance. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these up, these capsules, vitamin E capsules up, and then add it to the to our fragrance. Just so the fact is that it's known as, there's a lot of good qualities that vitamin E has. It supports antioxidant health. It also sits in maintaining a healthy immune system and helps in general good health. It also, I was told that it's not necessarily preservative, but there's a lot of DIY guys that have been putting vitamin E, ladies have been putting vitamin E in their perfumes and colognes. So I figured, you know what, vitamin E, it's a vitamin. Well, it's not going to do any harm. No harm, no foul. So I don't consider it as a preservative. So I always tell my people is to say, you know, after a certain point where your fragrance starts to reek after about 2 weeks or maybe a couple months even, get rid of it. It's just scented water. You know, start a new batch. Nothing wrong with starting something new in your life. So anyway, I'm going to add these to this. Add it to our blend of mixed already, that we have our stuff together with our essential oils. And I'm probably going to get actually 2 bottles out of this. So anyhow, until next time, definitely until next time, then I'll bottle up in this little brown one, and maybe a couple more. Until next time, talk to you later for sure. Alright, bye.